Hi everybody, it's Kathy here, and it is Sunday afternoon, so that means that it's Scraplift Crafternoon time, our weekly Sunday hop where a group of us get together and lift a layout. This week we're lifting Lisa Cuneo. It's her birthday this one, and she is one of our own, so happy birthday Lisa, and thanks for the great inspiration for today's layout. Now I'm using a Vicky Burton Where To Next paper range to do this layout, plus a whole range of scraps that I have lying around in the same colour shades. So it could tie in nicely with Baby Got Scraps as well, but it's not. It's focusing on the Scraplift Crafternoon and Lisa's magnificent layout that we are lifting. Now I have pulled together a whole lot of different scraps that match colour-wise to my photos. These were not my original photos that I was going to do for this layout. Unfortunately, the ones I wanted have not been printed by the company because their machines were down. So I've gone with an alternate, plan B, and I'm going with this Colour Fun Run recording of last year's event. So at school each year we have a Colour Fun Run. Our local, our parent body organises it, and somehow I get to oversee it. And it is a massive event for over 1,000 children, and it takes a lot of coordination and timing and so forth, and that becomes my little baby every single year. And this year in particular, it was a massive event, and so these photos are from that great day. I am putting them onto some different matted cardstock. Now, Lisa has single matte colours, and I've got multiple matte colours, and that's just to be reflective of the colours from the Colour Fun Run. So I have double matted all of them, and I'm using them on the layout as per hers. However, my photos are a little larger, so I've had to do a lot of manipulating, and you'll see that happen as I lay out this layout. So I put down that strip that she has on hers, and I'm putting down the bottom photo here. Now you will notice that throughout the layout that I will move that photo because I need to build these strips up a little bit more and move them down a bit more so that you can see them because of the size of my photo. But that's the beauty of double-sided tape. You can manipulate until you push it right down, and that I usually don't do until the very end. So I'm just trimming them down to 8 1/4 inches in length across, so they run across the page, and I'm using scorched timber here just to distress the edges a little bit to define them and lift them up off that flat background and give them some clear definition. Now, I've tried to stick pretty close to what Lisa had in her layout with the same sort of elements. The difficulty comes, of course, when you use photos that are slightly larger than what is in the original photo, but that's okay because the whole idea when you scrap lift is to make it yours, and that's what I've done here. So I'm just layering up those strips of paper that I pre-tore, as you saw, and I do like using torn paper. It gives depth and interest to the layout, and that adds to the overall impression for the viewer of your page. So I'm just playing with the layout, and as you can see, I've just realised that the photos are quite large and therefore don't fit that space, so I've had to move everything down. I'm just going to tear off a little bit more there so that that pops onto that photo a bit more, and now I have enough space happening there, and I'm a bit happier with that. I'm just going to reduce the size of my top strip that I had, and that's going to be my title page, title place card as Lisa has on hers, and I'm just going to put it into place now. And the reason I'm putting all of these into place is because I'm going to add a few ink splatters onto it just to add some interest, because it is a little bit flat, it is a little bit monotony, and I want to put some interest and colour in to reflect the Colour Fun Run. Now this is a zip strip or a branding strip off the piece of scrap that I had, and I am tucking that into the edge there so that it goes over the edge of those papers and the photo, and it is the arrows, so it draws your eye down the page. So I'm going to add in some Tim Holtz Distress Spray here, and it is the vintage photo. I am so sorry about my voice, people. I am still very not well. I have no idea what it is. The doctor has no idea what it is. I'm on antibiotics, but it's not lifting at all. I have a suspicion that I am recovering from whooping cough, but we will wait and see. So anyway, I fussy cut out these letters from a Lisa Sikorsky printable from Scrap-A-Sketch, and I'm putting the title Imagine Life as a Rainbow. And so I thought it was pretty apt for this layout and these photos. I'm using some Alton Create tags here, and I have some American Craft stickers to put in as well as part of my title. And all of these stickers and thickers and titles are coming from my How to Kill a Kit with Style kit for January, where we are focusing on using up our alphas. So here is another set of Cocoa Vanilla thickers that I'm using as well. So that's a few more out of my stash and onto layouts, and that's all we want to see happening. So as I said, Imagine Living Life as a Rainbow is my title, and I'm just putting them all in, and each of the letters are the colours that were reflected in the layout and my photos. And I'm pretty sure that's Chester the mascot there. I think that's his name. And I have got these little paint tubes that I'm adding as my 3 points. Lisa had butterflies, so I've put the paint tubes, or paints of colour. I was going to put down here another piece of that striped apricot colour for my journaling, but I'm just journaling straight onto the layout because it fits perfectly with the background grid paper, and I like that it's in there and you can read it, and it's just telling the story that it's the Colour Fun Run, and we have that every year, and it becomes my big job, one of the big ones. I end up with all the big events to coordinate at school. So here's my layout. I'm very happy with how it's come out. Lisa's done an amazing job, and we're very lucky to be able to lift her work. Leave comments for everybody who's in the playlist, which I have listed down below. They have done an amazing job. Each and every single person interprets it differently, and it's always great to see what everybody else does. So I'm just adding in a few more little sayings and little quotes and little word phrasings, just to build up interest around the layout. These are all words around like happy, create, all of those sorts of things. And they're just that little bit extra that finish off nicely. So this one down the side has got like numbers because it's a countdown every year to the Colour Fun Run. The kids really like it. And that's basically how it's all come together. Just to finish off, I'm going to add my sets of 3 pops of colour, and I do love pops of colour because they can turn into faux enamel dots when you flick them underneath and flatten them out. And I've gone with the yellow to pick up the yellow in Chester and also the yellow in my photos there. And that's how this week's has come together. I really am happy that you stayed and persevered with my voice. I am so sorry that it is so croaky and at times drops in and out. Hopefully it's going to get better soon. It has been a long time. So if there's been anything here that you find that you'd like to try, please pull out your papers and have a go. Remember, paper tearing is so much fun. You just layer it on top of each other and it gives a dramatic effect to your layout. You can see how I've added in those little word phrases like your story. And that's it. Don't forget to check out everybody who's playing. They are a bunch of talented people, and Tara does a great job coordinating us every week. So give her some love and thanks for this great hop. I really appreciate your time. Make sure you check them all out. Thanks for watching. Happy scrapping till next time, and I'll see you next Sunday.